Hey, you guys, today we're going to talk about a topic that is really not talked about too much. You know, when people post things on social media, and I'm guilty of this too, right? When we're posting things like, "Oh, congratulations, they got their keys, offer accepted," and we're posting like the milestones of the transaction. And from the outside looking in, it looks, and even on TV, how, they talk about like on HGTV, buyers are looking for properties and choose three and they get one. And these are like false expectations, honestly, that are being portrayed in the media. And I wanted to shed some real talk, some clarity around what's the process and what does it look like when you get pre-approved and you're home shopping and you're submitting offers, because it's not fun sometimes. The majority of the time, let me say, because, I do get those clients where it's just like, wow, you got the house. And on the first offer, they get the house. So not always. But for the most part, just to set some expectation and to shed some light, like, it's not fun. I've had clients cry and say, "Michelle, we need to take a break. We're not giving up on this project, on our dream, what we've been saving for. But honestly, we need to take a break because it's becoming a little bit too overwhelming. It's a little bit too much. We're getting our hearts broken," and things like that. And to those types of clients, I like to say in advance to I've been doing this for so long that we have kind of like a powwow. There's a powwow, like, okay, setting the expectation. This is what it might look like. You never know, because this is a journey that we're all going on together. So we don't know what it's going to look like, but it's nice to kind of see what other people have experienced, so that we could have a little bit of clarity going in, like, okay, it could turn out this way or it could turn out this way. Yeah. My best advice is, when you write an offer and when you're seeing homes, take a look at it kind of like objectively, right? It's so hard because it is an emotional process. You're choosing rooms for yourself. The kids are choosing their own rooms. You're imagining where the Christmas tree is going to go and all of those things. So I know, this is something that's easier said than done. I would say, as much as you can, remove the emotion. And I don't even know if that's the right word. You guys help me out in the comments. Remove the emotion and the expectation. Detach. Okay, that's the word. Detach. And for those that are into manifesting, we already know we got to detach. You know what I mean? And then for those who are not, still, emotionally, it's so good for our mental health, and that way we're not worried and we're not stressed out. I like to look at it as an Easter egg hunt. Okay, we're looking, we're searching, and you're putting in offers. And for those of you that believe in a higher power, you might pray and say, you know what, whatever is meant for me will be. We're going to have fun in the process. We're going to have fun putting in offers, detaching, and seeing if it gets accepted. We're not going to get disappointed if it doesn't get accepted, because that's going to be confirmation that house is not for me. And then we're going to keep moving. We're going to keep going. And you guys, I don't want you guys to put your life on hold either. Depending on where you're buying, the location, and there are some price points that are more saturated with buyers than others. And so there might be a lot of competition depending on price point and location. So just be mindful of that. Take breaks. And I would also say be on top of it. So I know scheduling too is hard. Sometimes if you have a lot on your plate, this is a project, right? And when we say, when is it the best time to buy? The best time to buy is when you're ready. So know that this is going to take a lot of your time. And it's something that you're going to want to invest moving quickly on and making fast decisions on. And so that can be uncomfortable right there too. Let's segue into that. Know that you're going to most likely need to make a big decision quickly. It's going to be like, okay, you see the house and you only seen it once, because that's the flow. You go in, you see it once, and then you decide, is this a home I would like to write an offer on? And then you write the offer. And sometimes it's like, okay, let me know now or let me know in an hour. Or think about it, let me know tomorrow. It just really depends. Your realtor can tell you. Let's segue to another one. How much time you have. There are moments where, let's just say that this is Monday and they just put the home for sale and they're going to have open houses Saturday, Sunday, and then they're going to look at offers next week, Monday. So 7 days, right? And so you think, okay, cool. Let me work, let me do my thing, and we'll see the house on Saturday. We have an event to go, family gathering on Sunday. We'll sign the offer Sunday night and we'll submit it Sunday night or Monday morning, and we'll meet the deadline before 12 p.m. During Monday, let's say, hypothetically speaking, today, Monday, the seller has the right still to accept an offer even before the due date that they set for Monday, if they get a really good offer. So even though there's a window, and even though at that moment they decided this is what we're going to do, that could change. They can change and not let us know. And usually they never let us know. I get a phone call saying, hey, thank you so much for your interest. The seller went ahead and accepted another offer. And so both of us are like, seriously? Like, you could have told me. I could have told my client, and my client could have came earlier to see it. So now I advise the client, this is what can happen. This is their right. So I always say, let's go see it as soon as you can, as soon as possible, even when there's a deadline. So I really recommend that for you guys too, as soon as you can. Let me think. What else can I tell you? Yeah, it's frustrating. So, you might have moments where you're frustrated and you need to vent. I have clients sometimes calling me saying, hey, Michelle, do you have a few minutes? And I'm like, sure, if I do. If not, I'm like, okay, let me call you back. Usually they need like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And, there's a handful of times, many times where people call me and they're like, God, I'm so frustrated with this process. None of my offers are getting accepted. And then we talk about offers. We might have another meeting in the office, which, by the way, having a buyer consultation, yes, it's going to be lengthy, like an hour long, but it will save you so much time. You will have so much clarity in the process, and it's going to relax your nerves. You stress less. Trust, like, you really should do buyer consultation if you haven't had one. And then what I like to do is, it is, again, a little bit time consuming, but I think 1 hour is well worth it. There was one time where I spent 2 hours with a client writing our first initial offer just because they had so many questions, and I love it. I welcome it, But yeah, so you go over everything ahead of time, and there are so many ways that you can sweeten the deal depending on how much you like that house. If it's a house where it's like, okay, I get it. That is not saved by the bell. That is like, no, I'm in the middle of something here. Let me put on vibrate, actually. Lost my train of thought. Shoot. And it's not like I could like replay this back. Okay, it'll come to me. How many of you guys click like if this happens to you? Raise your hand like, yeah, me too, girl. Me too. Okay, so we go into, let me backtrack. We go into the office, spend some time writing an offer. Oh, there are ways that you can sweeten the deal. For some homes, it might be worth they might be more valuable to you than others. So offers are going to vary depending on how much you like the house. And that's what we go through when we write our first offer. I'll tell you, here's kind of the range of some suggestions. I help with the process and I never make decisions for you guys, but I like to give you some options and some things that other people have done. And then you guys can come up with your own, and so we collab and it's a brainstorming session and we do that so that you're clear. And then that's the only one. Any other offers we do outside of that is electronic and you get me the bullet points like da-da-da-da-da-da. Write it up, let's go, send it in, and it's so easy after that. But yeah, so what else? Let me think. I would say lastly, have fun with it. Look, I've been doing this for a long time and I love looking at different homes and getting different ideas, and know that when you originally have your set of criteria, sometimes as you start seeing homes, it completely changes. Here's another thing that I like, and I'm sure lots of realtors like this too. We don't own the home, so we don't get offended. And the more that we hear you give us feedback, whether it's good, bad, whatever, we love it all because we get to learn more about what you like because we're online looking at homes for you. We're networking. We network with other realtors that have coming soon listings and off-market listings. And so the more that we know, the better. So share. You don't need to sugarcoat it. You can if you like to, but just lay it out there, because it really helps us help you. Trying to think if there's anything else that would be good. Let me know what other things you guys are struggling with. If you guys would like some advice on, if you guys want me to expand on a certain topic and get my take, what are you guys going through right now? Let me know in the comments. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Have a beautiful day, evening, or night whenever you guys are watching this. Take lots of care, and I will see you on the next video.